My check, my check, my check, check, check. All right, David, can we please have you at the back for the monologue? And please, those of us at the exhibition stand, can we move in now? Can we come into the main hall for the welcome ceremony? Thank you very much. Let's do this together. David, please, let's have you in the hall now for the monologue. I would like to invite all our exhibitors into the main hall now. Thank you. Let's have you inside for the opening ceremony. Thank you so, so much. All right, David is here. Thank you so much. Let's move in. Let's come in. Let's take our seats. Let's do this together for NIA. Thank you. If you're still there as an exhibitor, please, we would like to have you in the hall. Thank you. And the seats at the back, let's move forward a bit. For those of us seated at the back, let's take 3 more steps forward. Thank you. There's enough space for us. Thank you. Please, let's move forward. There's enough space for everyone. Let's move forward a bit. Thank you so, so much. I think you can still move forward too. Thank you. You are a VIP for today. All right, we need more exhibitors in the main hall. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's move forward as well. Let's just... Thank you as you take your seat as well. Please do not sit at the back. Let's do this together. We'll be having a monologue to kickstart day one of the Lagos Architect Forum 2026.
Good day. Welcome to the Lagos Architect Forum 17.0. Lagos Architecture, the movie. My name is David Adesanya, and I'll be delivering a monologue piece for the commencement of the Lagos Architect Forum. Thank you. What a time to be an architect. You know, I often wondered how I got here, and then it hit me. What is my muse? You see, every great film begins the same way. Not with a fancy camera, not with a great script, but it begins within a space. An atmosphere so resilient that it speaks before an audience feels it up. That material blend that takes your breath away in awe. The sight of that stairwell that strikes a thought in your mind. Is this the transition of my story? I've been on a number of sets. I've been in spaces that had no resonance with the human emotions. And I've equally been in spaces that deeply resonated with the human emotions, that even before a line of dialogue is exchanged, you understand the atmosphere, you understand the different possibilities and an array of visual frames that could be born from it. And the difference, almost always, is an architect. An orchestrator who understands the importance of each element, who understands that the wall can be more than a demarcation. Someone who understands that light coming through a space at a certain angle is not a mistake, but it is rather a precise and calculated decision. Someone who understands the distance between two people in a space can say a whole lot more than any line of dialogue ever will. And that's what great architecture does. It moves you before your mind even gets the chance to argue. The architecture influences the emotion. The architect is the first storyteller. Lagos is growing. Yes, we can all agree. But we need Lagos shaping stories, evoking emotions, striking visual chords for everyone to catch up to. Collectively making Lagos a grand set. And the people, our audience. So we can say this conversation should have happened years earlier, but I'm glad it's happening now because the stories were yet to tell, the movies yet to be made, the global moments and stories yet untold, the creative capital, all these cannot be told without you. So when I heard the theme, Lagos Architecture, the movie, I never thought to myself as a metaphor, but I thought to myself, finally, they see the light. Finally, they understand the muse. Because every great film needs a muse. And we architects help shape them. So welcome to the Lagos Architect Forum 17.0. Lagos Architecture, the movie. Action.
My check. Okay. All right. A very beautiful morning to our very distinguished ladies and gentlemen this morning, our very honored builders of Skyline. You see, the first time I stumbled on the word architect was during those short, wisdom laced warnings I received from my mom, where she told me, "You are the architect of your life." And that was the first time I stumbled on the word architect. But today, standing in front of real architects, the one who don't just build, the one who shape the skylines in and across Lagos, Nigeria, it's an honor to be here today. And I want to say welcome to the Lagos Architects Forum 17.0 2026. The theme this year says Lagos Architecture, the movie. And like you all know, architects are the best of what? Movie directors. When you look around and you see different structures, when you look around, you will know it's beyond the cement, it's beyond the paint, it's beyond the foundation, it's beyond the bricks that is being laid here and there. This morning, we are going to build a very, very solid foundation. And to do that, I would like us to please welcome the person beside us. Tell the person you're welcome. Please exchange a warm handshake with someone. Tell them you're welcome. Tell them I'm so happy to see you. Thank you so much. You're welcome once again to the 17.0 Lagos Architecture, the movie. And we want to say a very big thank you to, of course, Nigerian Institute of Architects for what? Making this year's forum pretty much even beautiful as well. Without wasting any of our time as well, we'd like to welcome you. Peradventure, this is your first time in this beautiful environment. This is the Wale Soyinka, formerly the National Theatre. And of course, it's a very, very safe place. But if at any point in time you would like to exit the hall, please ensure that your gadgets, your phones, your personal properties, your ATMs, your car keys are kept with your most trusted person to avoid lost but found item. And as many of us that would like to make use of the ladies and the gents, we have them in this hall as well for our own convenience. Without wasting any of our time at all, my name is Ajayi Victor Ifeoluwa, and it pleases me so much to be standing in front of real architects, the ones who ensure that Lagos State stays on the global map. Ladies and gentlemen, this morning, can you please give yourselves a round of applause for being here this morning, for being a partaker of this year's forum. Thank you very, very much. To kickstart this opening ceremony, we'll quickly like to take the national anthem, and I'd like to respectfully ask us to please rise on our feet this morning as we take the national anthem together. God bless you all.
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians old and proud to serve a sovereign motherland. Our flag shall be a symbol that truth and justice reign. In peace all battle honored, and this we count as gain. To hand unto our children a banner without stain. O God of all creation, grant this our one request.
you're blessed to be in Nigeria, and please celebrate Nigeria with a big round of applause, please. Thank you very much. Please let's have our seats. We also like to carry along this morning our online viewers, and we want to let you know that wherever you are watching from, that you are part and very, very important part of this year's Lagos Architects Forum. To all our students in the house, to all the captains of industries as well, to all our exhibitors, we want to say welcome to the Lagos Architects Forum 2026. Last year was amazing. We had loads and loads of speakers, and of course this year promises to be super amazing with the lineup of speakers and of course activities that we have. Without wasting any of our time, we would like to quickly give honor to whom honor is due this morning. We would like to celebrate the presence of our very own, if your hands are not too busy, the President, Nigerian Institute of Architecture, of Architects, Architect Sani Saulawa, FNIA. Can we please celebrate this big man here? Thank you so much. Last year, he looked very, very, very youthful. This year, I don't know, he has fused towards grow any older than he was last year. It's good to see you, sir. I want to say Assalamu alaikum to you too. All right, thank you very much. We also like to celebrate the presence of our third vice president and person of architect David Majekoto. May can we please celebrate this fine young man. I'll put the word young man there. He's evergreen, evergreen. And we also like to celebrate our honorary General Secretary, Architect Nina Briggs. Can we please celebrate Architect Nina Briggs? Thank you so much, sir. So you're welcome. It's good to have you once again. We also like to celebrate this morning the immediate past president, Architect Enyi Ben Obo, FNIA. Can we please celebrate this amazing man as well, please? Thank you very much. We also like to celebrate this morning our past president, Architect Bukola Ejiwami, FNIA. Thank you so much, ma. You're so good looking this morning. We also like to celebrate one more past honorary general secretary, Abimbola Ajayi, Architect Abimbola Ajayi, FNIA. Thank you so much. Thank you. And the beautiful thing about her is that we bear the same surname. I'm also an Ajayi, and NIA thought that one Ajayi would not be enough, so they brought another one. It's so good having you in our midst this morning. Can we please celebrate every other person that is here this morning? We'll take our time to introduce and, of course, to recognize more dignitaries as the program wears on. Thank you very, very much. At this junction, we would like to take the welcome address. Okay. All right, this morning as well, if your hands are not too busy, can we please celebrate our very own from Lagos State, Prince Adele Adewale Abolaji Taufik. Can we please celebrate this young man as well? Thank you so much. It's so good to have you in our midst this morning, sir. You look very, very good. All right, at this junction, I want to assume that everyone is ready and super elated to be here this morning to kickstart the welcome ceremony of the Lagos Architect Forum 2026. I want to know how ready you are, and I want you to jam your hands together, of course, for the Nigerian Institute of Architecture. Please, let's jam our hands together once again, please. Thank you so much. At this minute, I would like to bring on stage the chairman, Nigerian Institute of Architects, Lagos State Chapter. If your hands are not too busy, let's make welcome this morning Architect Abiodun Fatuyi, FNIA, AIA, INTLAS. Oh my goodness, so much to talk about there. Please let's make welcome the chairman, Nigerian Institute of Architects, our very own Architect Abiodun Fatuyi. Thank you very much, sir, for the welcome address.
Good morning, everyone. I would like to specially thank you all for making it here this morning. I know it's been a rainy morning. It's been a bit tough, to navigate getting down to this venue. I would like to also apologize for starting late. We're just trying to wait to see how we can get in more people into the arena before we start. But I guess as we continue, other people and members of the Institute will be joining us. I would also want to especially appreciate the presence of our keynote speaker who was here right on time. And I think that speaks in volumes to us as architects. Mr. Kunle Afolayan, thank you very much. Thank you for keeping to your words. Thank you for being here. And immediately he walked in, I knew there was no point delaying this any further. I will just quickly go through my speech. It's on the page 27 of the brochure. If you have one, you can read along with me. I'll just tweak the protocols a little bit. Mr. President, Architect Sani Saulawa, FNIA, PNIA, past President of the Institute, Architect Olubukola Ejiomi, PNIA, past President of the Institute, Architect Enyi Benebo, FNIA, PPNIA, the representative of our Royal Father, the Onilegbale of Lagos, our own father and the solid pillar behind our institute, Architect Owodunni Gbolahan Oki. He sends his deepest apologies. He has to be out of town urgently for family matters, and it's understandable. Our Royal Father has supported us immensely. In all honesty, he's been on the phone with me since almost 48 hours, calling and trying to find out how our preparations are, and he sends his love and his apology to all of us in the Lagos State chapter of the NIA. Of course, it would not be nice if I did not recognize the presence of my friend from Kaduna, Architect Danjuma Ageni, and my friend, Architect Adamu, all the way from Bauchi. You're welcome. We're still going to have other members of the Institute and Executive Council coming in at different times. I would also like to welcome the representative of the Deputy Governor, one of us, the current Permanent Secretary of the Office of Works, Architect Bola Olukare, FNIA. And indeed, the Deputy Governor also sent his apology because he had to urgently fly to Abuja this morning. And I believe he has sent us an able representative in the person of our own sister, Architect Bola Olukare. You're welcome, my PS. So I'll go straight. Special guests, our distinguished speakers, distinguished guests, and fellows of the Nigerian Institute of Architects, our professional colleagues here present, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. It's an absolute honor to welcome you to the Lagos Architects Forum 2026, Laf 17.0. Standing here within the iconic walls of the National Theatre, a masterpiece that has long served as the stage for Nigeria's greatest stories, I feel only fitting that we gather under a theme that challenges us to look at our profession through a new lens: Lagos Architecture, the movie. This forum will spotlight the transition from architecture as a passive background to its role as a functional catalyst for the entertainment sector. We are looking at the technical and spatial requirements of high specification sound stages and film studios that meet international standard. The design of cinemas, theaters, film villages, and event arenas that prioritize acoustic, sightlines, and sensory immersion of designing flexible, tech-integrated environments where media professionals can collaborate and innovate. Lagos is more than a city. It's a living and breathing set. This pillar explores our responsibility in shaping the exponential environments that define our urban identity, recognizing how our landmarks and streetscapes provide the visual scripts for global perception and designing event spaces and public realms that foster the energy and vibrancy that makes Lagos a world-renowned destination for the arts. In the world of cinema, a movie is more than just a series of frames. It's a narrative of conflicts, resolution, character development, and atmosphere. As architects in Lagos, we are more than just designers of space. We are the directors of the cinematographers and the screenwriters of the urban experience. Every skyscraper in Marina, every renovated heritage building in Yaba, and every emerging structure in Eco Atlantic represents a scene in a continuous blockbuster production. Our city is a living set, and its inhabitants are the protagonists of a story that is bold, chaotic, resilient, and undeniably vibrant. As we explore the cinematic beauty of our built environment, we must also address the technical direction of our work. A great film is only successful if the production is sound. For us, that means prioritizing safety by design. Our role as lead consultants and professionals is to ensure that the Lagos story is not just visual stunning, but structurally impeccable. We are here to deliberate on how we can prevent the tragedies that occur when safety protocols are sidelined, ensuring that every project we direct results in a safe and sustainable legacy for the people of Lagos. Over the next 3 days, this forum will serve as our production studio. We have curated sessions that would analyze the visual language of our evolving skyline, discuss the collaborative efforts required between architects, consultants, and government bodies, celebrate the achievers within our folds who have directed some of the most significant architectural scenes of the past year in persons of architect Adesokunbi FNIA and architect Bola Olukare FNIA, our celebrity architects of the forum. It will interest you to know that as at when architect Olukare was being awarded this celebrity architect, we did not know that she was going to represent the deputy governor. So she's going to be wearing two hats today, firstly representing the deputy governor, and then in her own person, the celebrity architect of the forum, one of the celebrity architects of the forum. I urge you all to engage fully, challenge the scripts, propose new sequels for our urban planning. Let us use this forum to ensure that the future of Lagos architecture is one that wins awards, not just for the aesthetic brilliance, but its functionality and its commitment to the safety of its citizens. As architects, we are the directors of the urban experience. Let us use this forum to ensure that the infrastructure we build today provides the perfect stage for the stories of tomorrow. I want to extend my deepest gratitude to the organizing committee, majorly dominated by the executive committee of the Lagos State chapter. I want to also thank specially all our exhibitors who have put in so much work to exhibit their products and their services, as the case may be. It's been a very, very precise presentation from them, and I would love us to understand that they are part of the main reasons why we are here. So please do well to engage with them, do well to ask questions, and of course, do well to do business with them before you leave. Our keynote speakers, who majorly are here without any honorarium or any financial profit to them, they are here just because they love the Institute. I would like to thank you for setting the stage. I would like to thank all our keynote speakers for setting the stage for what promises to be an unforgettable production. And today, we'll have the very first keynote speaker, somebody that I personally have adored and admired from the corners of my office and my house, somebody that I look forward to his movie productions, that engages me, and who else will I bring up, if not the enigma, the king of drama and stories, Mr. Kunle Afolayan. He's going to be our keynote speaker today. Thank you very much. We are looking forward to what you will tell us when the time comes. And I'm sure a lot of us here cannot wait to hear your beautiful, well-curated presentation. Tomorrow we're going to be having Professor Duro Oni, who is a renowned lecturer of theater arts. He's going to be gracing us here with his profession, with his presence. For us that know him, he's retired, but he's not tired. So he's an emeritus professor because he's still working back there in the University of Lagos. And on Friday, we'll have another great enigma in the person of Mrs. Mo Abudu. And so it's event-packed for us as architects. We're excited. We want to hear from everyone. We have some other great speakers in the house. My younger sister, Busayo Durojaye, is here with the Lagos skyline of Lego, the first Lagos skyline design. And please, I want us to support that project as much as possible. Her booth is just up there. It's just up there. So just take a walk into the gallery and have a different world of Lego experience before you leave. Also, we have great speakers, film actors, directors, movie producers coming in, and it's good we relate and make them feel comfortable. I guess that's our job, to give them spaces that will make them feel comfortable. I pray that God Almighty, in His infinite mercies, will bless you all abundantly and keep you as you go and come back in God's name. Distinguished colleagues, welcome to the premiere. Welcome to Laf 2026. Now the cameras can roll. Thank you.
Can we celebrate our very own chairman once again, Nigerian Institute of Architects, Lagos State Chapter, Architect Abiodun Fatui, FNIA. Now the camera can roll. So in the movie industry, they will say lights, camera, and action. And today, I would like to change that to light, camera, architecture. So ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome once again to the Lagos State Architects Forum, Laf 17.0. Celebrate yourself as good architect as well. If you're just joining us, you're welcome and you're in the right place at the right time. We are shooting a very beautiful movie, and this is just the first day. You are the cast, you are also the directors as well, and let's see the kind of movie we are going to produce by day 3. We are so lucky to have an enigma in our midst who is actually looking at, how to cast many of us into the different roles that we are currently creating this morning in person of our very own Kunle Afolayan. Can we please celebrate this amazing young man once again, please? Thank you very much, sir. It's so good to see you in person. Without wasting any of our time, we would like to celebrate the presence of the Vice Chairman from Kaduna State Chapter, Architect Danjuma Ageni. Can we please celebrate him as well? You're welcome, sir. Thank you for coming. So good to see you. We also like to celebrate the representative of Bauchi State Chapter, Architect Adamo Abdullahi, as well. Please let's celebrate him with a round of applause, please. You're welcome. We would also like to recognize the presence of the third Assistant Honorary General Secretary in person of Architect Tele Olanre Waju. Please celebrate this amazing woman here. Thank you so much. It's so good to see you, ma'am. In the next couple of minutes, just after the address by the president, we'll be having the first product presentation. I would like to announce that the category of the first presenters will be having Sweet Home, Elevators and Escalators Nigeria Limited, and Nigerite. Please, we would like you to be prepared as we'll be calling you in that order. So Sweet Home will be coming on first for their product presentation, followed by Elevators and Escalators Nigeria Limited, and of course, Nigerite. Please, in that order, please be prepared. You're coming up stage immediately after the president's address. Please be aware. Thank you very, very much. Without wasting any of our time, we would like to usher to this elevated position and this stage this morning our very own president, Nigerian Institute of Architects, in person of Architect Sani Saulawa, PNIA, FNIA. Please let's usher him to this stage with a round of applause, please. You're welcome, sir. Thank you so, so much. I think he deserves a standing ovation too, if you don't mind. Thank you so much. You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Please take your seats. Thank you very much, Your Excellency, the representative of the Deputy Governor, my Permanent Secretary, my Third Vice President, Honorary General Secretary, my respected elders, Past President Ejuemi, Past President Enyi Ben Ebo, and my HGS Emeritus. I especially recognize you, Ma. Please, can you stand up? Yes. We are celebrating Laf 17.0. And as far as I'm concerned, she is the reason why we are celebrating Laf 17.0. Because actually, Laf 1.0 started in her administration. And it gives me pleasure to be one of the many or few that were present at that time. If you were, please let me see your hand up. Nice, you can see. And I have been constant ever since. So thank you very much. We recognize you and appreciate all that you have done. Distinguished colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, our keynote speakers, thank you for sparing time to partner with us to share your experience. Actually, architects are not just technicians, we are also artists in many ways. And thank you, my chair and your exco, for finding it worthy to open up that vista. And perhaps this will be the launch pad where we will make statement as architects to be so duly recognized as artists ourselves. So thank you very much. It is a privilege to join you once again at the Lagos Architects Forum 17.1. I commend the Lagos State Chapter for sustaining this important platform for dialogue, reflection, and advancement within our profession. Each edition continues to affirm Lagos as not only a center of practice, but a stage upon which the future of architecture in Nigeria is actively being staged. And I recognize the ingenuity that the chapter brings year after year. You attend this year with a different aura and presentation, and Lagos chapter brings a whole new game at the next edition. So thank you very much for sustaining that. The theme for this year, Lagos Architecture, the movie, is both imaginative and deeply instructive. It challenges us to see architecture not merely as creation of buildings, but as the crafting of experiences, narratives, and identities in many ways. This theme captures a powerful truth. Architecture is not static. It is, it is performative. It is lived, perceived, and remembered. Lagos itself is a dynamic stage. The streets, waterfronts, skylines, and informal settlements together from a constantly evolving script. Excuse me, please. An evolving script, one shaped by culture, economy, climate, and human aspiration. As architects, we are not just observers of this unfolding story. We are active participants, directors, and indeed custodians of the outcome. In reflecting on this, I am reminded of the message we shared at our 66th Founders Day on 1st April, that the world is changing faster than we are, and that our relevance will be defined not by tradition, but by our responsiveness and impact. This theme invites us to respond, to step more intentionally into spaces beyond conventional practice, including the creative industries, digital environments, and experimental design. It calls on us to expand the boundaries of what it means to be an architect in today's world. At the same time, we must remain grounded in the enduring responsibilities of our profession. Lagos continues to face significant challenges: climate vulnerability, rapid urbanization, infrastructure deficits, and social inequality. Our role on this stage must therefore go beyond aesthetics or spectacle. We must design for resilience, inclusivity, and long-term sustainability. We must tell stories not only of beautiful, but of equality, functionality, and environmental stewardship. Over the past 2 years, we have worked collectively to rebuild unity, restore confidence, and reposition the Nigerian Institute of Architects as more responsive and inclusive institution. The gains must now translate into greater visibility and influence within government, within the private sector, and within society at large. The architects must be seen not as optional contractor, but as a critical voice in shaping national development. I therefore encourage the Lagos chapter, and indeed all of us, to continue fostering collaboration, mentoring the next generation, and embracing innovation in all its forms. Let us create space for younger architects to explore new frontiers, whether in technology, sustainability, or even the creative arts, as this theme so aptly highlights. As we engage over the course of this forum, let us do so with openness, curiosity, and a shared sense of purpose. Let us continue to strengthen the bonds that unite us, uphold the values that define us, and pursue the excellence that our profession demands. The story of architecture in Nigeria is still being written. Each of us has a role to play. Let us take our place on the stage with clarity, creativity, and conviction. Thank you very much, and I will say cut at this stage. Thank you.
It's the last line for me. It said cut, and I'm sure that our very own movie director is taking note of every of our lines and scripts this morning. So, you're welcome once again. Can we please celebrate our very own president with a big round of applause? That was a good one. I see everybody's already a director here already.
I'm using wonderful lines from movies. It's actually a very beautiful movie thus far. You're welcome. We'll continue with the rest of the program as we will be taking the first product presentation. Just like I rightly announced, Sweet Homes, Nigerite, and of course, the Nigerian escalator and elevators. Please, I want to believe that they are ready for their product presentation. Please kindly signify if you have them in the hall and they are also ready to pitch their products to our distinguished guests and of course honorary guests in the house. Once again, we'll be having product presentation 1 from Sweet Home, followed by Elevators and Escalators Nigeria Limited, followed by the Nigerite as well. Please confirm that we have Sweet Home ready for their presentation. Sweet Home, please, if you can hear my voice, please confirm that you're ready for your product presentation. Elevators and Escalators Nigeria Limited, if you can hear my voice, please confirm that you're ready for your product presentation. Nigerite, please confirm that you're ready for your product exhibition. Please let us know if you're ready. Okay, we also have other product presentations. Peradventure, we have Proma paints ready. Peradventure, we have Proma paints ready. Please, they can come in now and do the needful. Nest and Nail, if you're in the house, Nest and Nail Nigeria Limited, please let us know if you're ready. Okay, I see Proma paints. Please, in the next couple of minutes, you'll be taking over so we can get this done. Promo Paint, Nest and Nail Nigeria Limited, and of course, Kane in the house as well. Please get ready. We'll be taking 3 product presentations. I have called Sweet Home, Elevators and Escalators Nigeria Limited, and of course, Nigerite. Please kindly confirm if you're ready for us so that we can continue with the rest of the program.
So while we're waiting for the product presentations, we'll just take some few goodwill messages to give them some time to put their presentations together. I thought that was done already. So as to continue, would invite Architect Danjuma Ageni from Kaduna to give us a short goodwill message.
Good morning to us all. Please permit me to stand on the already established protocols. My name is Architect Danjuma Ageni, the Vice Chairman of the Nigerian Institute of Architects, Kaduna State Chapter. On behalf of my chapter chair, Architect Binta Damaliki Otman, she's the first female chair of the Nigerian Institute of Architects, Kaduna State, for over 54 years. A round of applause for her. And the remaining members of the chapter, we send our warmest greetings and warm regards to the organizers and participants of the Lagos Architects Forum 2026. You all agree with me that Laf has consistently provided a dynamic platform where collaborations are being fostered, where there's networking over the years. And the Kaduna State Chapter is very glad to identify with this important gathering. We commend the leadership of the Lagos State Chapter for ensuring, for their dedication and commitment in consistently convening this forum for the past 17 years and sustaining a culture of excellence within the institute. A round of applause for the Lagos State chapter, please. On behalf of my chapter, we wish you a successful and impactful forum. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you once again. Can you please give him a better round of applause for that wonderful goodwill message? Okay, I want to believe that the product presenters are ready now. Sweet Homes, Nigerite, and Escalators and Elevators, Nigeria. Okay, Sweet Home is in the house this morning. Thank you very much. Let's have it. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tony Amadu from Sweet Home Bathrooms Limited. Sweet Home Bathrooms is a bathroom fittings company in Nigeria. Okay. So this is our 21 years finding bathroom solutions and kitchen solutions for clients. We have a very wide range of products from sanitary wares, water closet, faucet showers, massage bathtubs, also known as jacuzzi, and other kitchen appliances like gas hob, kitchen hood, oven, and kitchen sinks. So today, I want to present to us Sweet Home kitchen extractors. We know very well that our kitchen is usually hot, and I believe that's the reason there's this idiomatic expression. They say, if you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. But here, Sweet Home Bathrooms has found a solution for heat, odor, grease, moist in your kitchen. So we have kitchen extractors that can take care of all the odor, heat, and grease in your kitchen. So you can cook your food comfortably without having to be discomforted by the heat and smell and everything. So today, I want to talk about the different kinds of extractors that we have. We have, please, the first slide, please. Please continue. That's not the first slide. Okay, here. So as you can see from this representation, we have two kinds of extractors. Recirculating kitchen extractor or ductless extractor, and ducted or vented extractor. So for vented or ducted extractor, there is a 6-inch duct or pipe that is connected inside the appliance and out through the walls of the cabinets to the outside wall. So for this particular extraction, you have to have the luxury of an outside wall. So if you have an outside wall, then you have to connect the duct through the cabinets then to the outside. So what this does is it sucks up the air from the gas hob or from the kitchen and the grease and expel it to the outside. But for the both kinds of extractions, there is always this first layer of extraction that is called aluminum grease filter. Please, go to the slide. Let me show you the aluminum grease filter. To the next slide. Continue. Please continue. Okay, I can't find it there. So for all these extractions, every one of them has the aluminum grease filter that sucks up all the grease from your gas hub, expel them through the duct then to the outside. Okay, so what happens next is what differentiates the two extractors, the vented extractor and the recirculating extractor. So please go back to the first slide. Okay, so what happens next is what separates the vented extractor from the recirculating extractor. For the second one, recirculating, it has the first grease filter and the charcoal filter or carbon filter. So once it sucks up the air from the kitchen, it passes through the grease filter, then to the charcoal filter, and sends it back to the kitchen. Okay, this is the kind of extractor you use where you do not have the luxury of outside wall. All right? So if you have the luxury of outside wall, you can as well use the ducted one. But if not, you make use of the charcoal filter and carbon filter. Then for this ducted extractor, for it to work efficiently so you can get all the benefits you may need, you need to make sure that when you're connecting the duct, it doesn't have to turn and find its way out. It have to try and make a straight route for it outside the wall. And again, you have to install it in a way it's tilted so that any condensation does not drop back to the kitchen and inside the extractor. So for the two extractors, if you ask me, the vented extractor from time to time needs maintenance, especially the carbon filter, depending on how much cooking you do. If you do heavy cooking, it's expected you change your carbon filter every 3 or 6 months, depending how much cooking you do. But for the vented extractor, you don't have to do anything like that because everything that is sucked up the kitchen, the grease, the moist, and the heat, everything goes out. So you don't need to change anything. Once you install it, that's it. But from time to time, for the both of them, they have the aluminum filter, which is very important that you clean from time to time. Let's say 3 to 6 months or 6 to 12 months, depending on how much cooking you do. Please. Next slide. So, go back. So here, the kitchen hoods are essential appliances for removing smoke, grease, heat, and odor from the kitchen. We have different kinds of kitchen hoods: the wall-mounted hoods, the island hoods, the telescopic or integrated hoods, and the built-under hoods. So the key features. Okay. So the key features and considerations, like I said earlier, extraction type options include the ducted, in bracket, ventilated out, or ductless, recirculating with carbon filters. We have different sizes, which include 60 cm and 19 cm. And also, we have digital or hand gesture extractor and the manual extractor. The materials are durable finishes like tempered glass or stainless steel. Please, to the next slide, I need to show you a short video, a demo. Let's go to the last slide. Thank you. So I don't know if anyone has a question or two. Okay.
All right, thank you. Can we give him a big round of applause for that product presentation? That was a good one. I'm sure many of our guests and, of course, honored dignitaries would probably be coming to your stand much later on to ask more about your product. Okay.
Okay, our booth numbers are 23 and 37. So you can come and check out the samples of the products. Thank you.
All right, thank you for your time, Sweet Homes. I'm sure many of us would like to have sweet homes in reality. And of course, to make a sweet home, you need sweet products as well. This moment, I want to believe that we have Elevators and Escalators Nigeria Limited for their product presentation. If they are not in the house, what about Nigerites? Nigerites, are we ready? Proma Paint, can we have you for your product presentation? Proma Paint, can we have you for your product presentation? Next. At this junction, because of our limited time, we would like to continue with the rest of this program. Lagos Architecture, the movie. This moment, we would like to have an introduction to Laf 17.0 program. And we would like to bring on stage this morning the organizing committee vice chairman and person of architect Moniba Otunlami, FNIA PMP. Can we please celebrate her as she makes her way to the stage this morning for our own address? Thank you very much, ma. You're welcome.
Good morning, everyone. You're welcome once again to the Lagos Architects Forum 17.0. Special guests, distinguished speakers, esteemed colleagues, partners, sponsors, exhibitors, students, press and media, our visitors, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good morning, and a very warm welcome to the Lagos Architects Forum 2026. On behalf of the Planning Committee and the Nigerian Institute of Architects Lagos State Chapter, I am honored to welcome you to this year's edition themed Lagos Architecture, the movie. I would like to express my gratitude to the entire Nigerian Institute of Architects Lagos State Chapter for hosting this 17th edition. Many special thanks to the members of the NIA LSE Executive Committee and other chapter members who have helped to organize this forum. Their tremendous amount of work and skill has created and delivered on this successful international forum. This year, we invite you to see Lagos differently, not just as a city we live in, but as a story unfolding, a living, breathing narrative where every building is a character, every street is a scene, and every space, intentional or improvised, plays a role in shaping the identity of this city we call home. Lagos is not designed on a blank canvas. It is layered in history and ambition, with order and chaos, with permanence and constant change. From the colonial facades that whisper stories of the past, to the glass towers that project our aspirations, to the informal settlements that reveal the realities of our urban condition, Lagos is, in every sense, a film still being written. And as architects, we are not just observers of this story, we are contributors, we are editors of space, directors of experience, and sometimes quiet negotiators between vision and reality. Over the next 3 days, this forum will explore the many dimensions of this movie we are all part of. We will examine how architecture shapes perception, how urban density influences narratives, how culture, economy, and environment leave their imprint on our built forms, and how the future of Lagos might yet be imagined and intentionally designed. This conference is not just about learning from each other, it's about inspiring each other to think differently, to challenge the status quo, and to strive for excellence. This gathering brings together architects, designers, creatives, policymakers, and thinkers, each bringing a unique perspective to this conversation. Because the story of Lagos cannot be told by one voice alone. It requires collaboration, it demands reflection, and above all, it calls for responsibility. The event will unfold much conversation like a film, layered, dynamic, and deeply engaging. Each day's session will set the stage, followed by robust panel conversations and intimate roundtable discussions featuring internationally renowned speakers, industry voices, and goodwill messages, each contributing their unique perspective to the story we are telling. As we gather, we invite you to take your place, not just as attendees, but as active participants in this unfolding narrative. Come with an open mind, ready to question, to learn, to contribute to the dialogue shaping our built environment. Because Lagos is not just a city, it is a living script. Its architecture is constantly being written, rewritten, and reimagined. And in this movie, we are not just merely observers, we are storytellers, the designers, and the directors of what comes next. So let us move forward with intention, harnessing innovation and technology as our tools to create a built environment that is bold, resilient, and reflective of the future we envision. As we engage in discussions, exhibitions, and shared ideas, I encourage us to ask, what kind of story are we telling through our work? What legacy are we building into the fabric of this city? And how can we ensure that the Lagos of tomorrow is not only visually compelling, but also inclusive, resilient, and humane? Our advocacy remains clear and unwavering. Every building needs an architect. Beyond aesthetics, we shape safety, functionality, identity, and the lived experiences of people. Laf 17.0 will also highlight Architects' Works exhibition, showcasing the skills of our members and their importance and relevance to our society. Various designs will be on display from architectural firms in Lagos. As part of this year's experience, we, as usual, have the Students' Design Competition, an integral chapter in the story of Lagos architecture, the movie. This is where the next generation steps into the spotlight. The competition challenges students to reimagine the cultural landscape around the Wole Soyinka Center for Culture and the Creative Arts, transforming overlooked and residual spaces into vibrant, inclusive, and dynamic extensions of one of Nigeria's most iconic cultural landmarks. But beyond design, this is about storytelling. It is about how young architects interpret Lagos, its culture, its energy, its complexity, and translate that into spaces that are socially impactful, environmentally responsive, and deeply rooted in identity. Through bold ideas, creative interventions, and thoughtful designs, these students are not just proposing projects, they are shaping scenes, building narratives, and contributing to the ever evolving story of our city. Because in this movie, the future of Lagos architecture is not imagined by one voice, but written collectively by those willing to see possibilities where others see voids. I would like to take this moment to sincerely appreciate our partners, sponsors, exhibitors, and everyone who has contributed to bringing this forum to life, with special appreciation to our partners, Sweet Home, Elevators and Escalators, Promo Paints, Nigerite, Amosil West Africa, Royal Ceramic, Kenvi Nigeria Limited, Emirates Global Resources, and Formwork Limited. Your continued support makes this platform not just possible, but impactful. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as we begin this year's forum, I invite you to participate fully, to engage openly, and to think boldly, because Lagos is still in production and we are all part of the cast. Thank you, and I wish us all a rewarding and inspiring forum. Let the conversation begin. Thank you.
I think she deserves a better round of applause for that wonderful, sweet speech. All right, you're welcome once again. If you're just joining us, you are in the right place at the right time. While architect Moniba was busy designing our next movie script, we'd like to recognize the presence of our immediate past president, Nigerian Institute of Architects, Architect Mobolaji Adeniyi FNIA. Can we please celebrate this beautiful woman? It's so good to have you in our midst this morning, already in the afternoon right now. And like the saying goes, once a celebrity, always a celebrity. Last year, she was a celebrity architect, and this year she's here again with a celebrity stature. If your hands are not too busy this afternoon, let's make welcome Architect Dada Alamotu. She's in our midst this morning to FNIA. You're welcome, ma'am. So good to have you in our midst this year. We'll be going straight up into the next product presentation. I would like to call the roof giants, the ones who ensure that there is enough shelter across Lagos, Nigeria, and across Africa as well. For their product presentation, let's make welcome Nigerite for their product presentation. Thank you very much. Nigerite, if you're ready, we are also ready. Please let's give them a big round of applause, please. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much. I would like to first appreciate the organizers of this program. The architects have been our friends for so long. We know that most times without the architects, we cannot remain in business. But I also like to appreciate the special guests. I like to appreciate everyone here that's contributed to the development of Nigeria, has contributed to the building development in general, and also helped the companies in this industry. I would say first that Nigerite is part of a group called the ATEX Group. The ATEX Group is a company with the headquarters in Brussels, in Belgium, and they've been in existence since 1904. We've developed a lot of building materials across the world,
We are present in almost all the continents that people build. And also in Nigeria, we have two companies represented, namely Nigerites and Emenites in the southeastern part of Nigeria. But if we look at ETEX as a whole, it's almost a 4 billion euro company. And like you see on the screen, we have presence all over the world, over 160 sites. We also have more than 14,000 teammates, we call ourselves. If you also want to look at what we do as a business, please the next slide. As a business, we've expanded since 1905. And up until today, I would say that one of the things that has kept us going is the way we have innovated in the different kinds of applications and materials that we bring to you. We'll know that in Nigeria, which we will see very soon, we usually ask people if you can count on more than one finger a company that has existed since 1959. I think it's something to be proud of, and it's something that has been made possible not only by what we do, but also by the support of the professionals seated here today. As a company, we've developed, please the next slide, please. I'm gonna try to run quickly through the presentation. We've tried to streamline our business into 4 major categories. And the first one is the gypsum products. We are the 3rd biggest manufacturers of gypsum products in the world today. We have operations mainly domiciled in Europe, but not only Europe, we have in North America, we have also in North Africa, and we have in South Africa as well, and also in Nigeria, like you already know. In terms of our fiber cement, we have looked at the 7 mega trends in the building industry, and one of them is that we will be required to build faster than we currently do. And this is why we've invested a lot in our fiber cement applications. Nigeria is one of the leading countries in that. We know we are still developing lightweight construction, but we've invested a lot, and we keep investing in making sure that fiber cement applications actually grow in Nigeria. Also, in the oil and gas part, we do a lot of fire protection for industries in the oil and gas, and even in the aerospace. For insulation as well, we have the XPS, and we have also the glass wool materials that we sell. Next slide, please. This is just to show you some of the products that actually fall in the categories of the products I've just shown you. Equitone is one of the high-density fiber cement materials that we've developed, and the beauty of this material is that it can serve as rain screens, it can serve as ventilated facades for your buildings. It has all of the advantages of fiber cement, which we would see in the coming slides, but one of the biggest advantages, again, is the fact that it keeps your house or your buildings cool, and it doesn't require a lot of maintenance compared to other competing products. The next slide, please. So if we're talking about the insulation, our brand of insulation is called Orsa, and this brand of insulation materials have glass wool, we have the XPS. I mean, this is mainly for building insulation, and this is the brand that we promote all over the world. The next slide. Reimagine is a system of construction that we also developed, and what we do with this system of construction really is to ensure that we can build faster, quicker, and also sustainably. So you would find that we've developed systems where you can go up to 14-story buildings fully in lightweight. So fully in lightweight, you have your metal profiles, all of the systems designed with our gypsum boards and our fiber cement, and insulation in between it. And these buildings can be erected in 40% less time compared to what you have in a traditional construction. Next slide, please. Seniat is our brand of gypsum. I'm sure some of us would have seen it in one way or the other. The POP, the plaster of Paris, and also the plaster boards. Next slide. Simplissima is a product that we are just introducing in Nigeria, but it started 2015 in our Latin American companies in Chile, Peru, and Argentina. But we'll also see more of this Simplissima in the coming slides. Please, let's move on quickly. So ETEX in Nigeria, like I said, is represented by 2 companies currently. We used to be 4, but we've consolidated into 2 now. So there's Nigerites, which we all know, is on Obakran in Ikeja, and we also have Emenites, is our company on the Abakaliki Road in Emene in Enugu. So the products we do as a company in Nigeria that we manufacture are basically ceiling products, roofing products, fiber cement, and also the fiber cement boards used in different applications, from cladding, ceilings, partitioning, and also for some. I mean, you can also use in roof underlays and also flooring. Next slide, please. So we've seen recently there's some videos making the rounds talking about fiber cement being associated with asbestos. So this is just a slide really to clear the hair on that, because really asbestos is a fiber that used to be in the production process a long time ago. But since the year 1999, ITEX as a company, as a group worldwide, decided to go out of the use of asbestos fiber. And we replaced this with a fiber we call the PVA fiber. So it's a byproduct of petroleum. It's a polyvinyl fibers that come as one of the byproduct of petroleum. This is a fiber that helps us to replace asbestos fiber in any fiber cement product you see anywhere in the world coming from us. And today we currently don't use asbestos in any of our products, and this stopped since the year 1999. So it's unfortunate that the screen is not very clear, but I'm just going to show you some of the pictures. I mean, we know most of the things we do, and we make presentations every year of Laf. So I've just decided that today we will just show some pictures to inspire us, and also to show some of the things that we've recently done. So these are some of the projects we've done, and what we've tried to do with it, of course, in partnership with our contractors that we train. What we try to do is to make sure that we introduce our fiber cement materials in buildings to give it better efficiency in terms of energy usage, and also to give it a touch of sustainability, because in our products we also care about the environment and care about how the buildings can outlive us. So can we just scroll on to most of the pictures? So these are some pictures just to inspire you. You would find that we can use our fiber cement in cladding, and also in internal partitions. We can use it in ceilings. This is an IBS building done here in Lagos, and this is also a church cladding we did. This is one done ICC in Enugu State. I mean, just to show us some of the applications where we use our buildings. I would like to stay a bit on this slide. This slide talks about our fiber cement roofing. I mean, they might look a bit traditional, but what we've done over the years also is to make sure that we introduce some sort of innovations to this. And I think at this point I would also like to thank especially Architect Theo Lawson and also our clients seated here. In one of his projects, we had used, he had recommended to use the Solo Extra roofing sheet. And I would like to say thank you again. Thank you also for accepting this product. In the next slide, please, you can move to the next slide. You will see the project. It is the Kunle Afolayan Production Film Village. The roofing done there was done with our roofing. It's the Solo Extra roofing sheet that was used in it, and I'm sure he's really enjoying this product on the buildings. Thank you very much, sir. So I mean, just to quickly highlight some of the benefits of fiber cement versus metal-based roofing, and I'm not going to dwell a lot on it, but just to highlight the points to you. One of it is the durability. We know that over time, metal-based roofing will corrode at the point of nailing. Some of them are not even thick enough. They're not the right gauge, like we know. And you will begin to find that this product cannot withstand very harsh conditions. But in terms of fiber cement, you don't have this kind of issues, because the products are made, with cement, water, and some fillers, and they don't begin to rust or rot. Also, in terms of fire resistant, nobody prays for fire, but we know that it's an hazard that can happen in building construction or in building generally. But in this case, our products do not spread, or they do not aid the spread of fire, and they also do not burn. We have A1 non-combustible permits on our fiber cement products. Also, in terms of noise, you see that in some buildings, when there's a lot of rain, you tend to hear a lot of noise in your building. But we have our fiber cement products. You see that they have very good acoustic properties, and they don't allow these sounds to transfer into the building. Heat is the same. I mean, so it keeps your building cool even when it's hot outside, and the maintenance cost is really low. Next slide, please. So this is just to show that, I mean, at the Cap Village, for example, you have a lot of advantages for using our product, because over time you won't need to have the kind of maintenance that you need to do. I'll just take 1 minute, 1 more minute to run quickly through the last one. Next slide, please. Next slide. The next one. You can skip this one. Yes, I'm almost done. Yes, just give me 1 minute. Please, can you play the video? And I will just end with this clip. Sorry, the next one. Please move to the next one because of time. The next slide. And the next slide will be the last one. So, sorry, next. You can just play this video. Point is already made. We would see that the installation on the left has taken just 27 minutes. And if we finish this video, we would find out that the installation on the right will take about 3 days or 4 days to actually be completed. What am I saying here? Innovation is in our DNA, and what we have new as a product in Nigeria today, and I will please encourage everyone to come to our stand at booth 15 and 16. You would find that we have a product you can use for wall finishing that will save you 70% of your time in terms of finishing. It has all of the attributes of fiber cement. It comes in different patterns, and trust me, when you use this product, you will really be proud to be part of the team. Thank you very much for the time, and we hope to see you at the stand. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Can we please celebrate Nigerite or ITEX for that wonderful product pitching. All right, we'll be bringing on our Royal Father of the Day for goodwill message. But we'd like to announce that all students who are in the hall right now should please come up through the gallery for their meal ticket. Students in the house, please kindly move up to the gallery for your meal ticket and ensure you come back to continue with the rest of the program. Just go in there, collect the meal tickets, and come back and join us. And to everyone who purchased the Laf shirt, please kindly meet Architect Dami at the back for collection. To everyone who purchased the Laf shirt, please kindly meet Architect Dami at the back for your shirt. Thank you very much. This minute, we would like to bring up stage for another goodwill message. We would like to announce that we have in our midst our Royal Father of the Day, Ogboni Iduntafa of Lagos, Paramount White Cap Chief of Lagos, Architect Bolahon Owoduni Oki, FNIA, ably represented by Prince Adele Adewale Abolaji Taufik. Can we please give him a big round of applause? Our very own Royal Father of the Day here for the goodwill message. Thank you very, very much, sir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, sirs. Good afternoon, ma. My name is Prince Adele Adewale Abolaji Taufik from Lagos State House of Assembly. I'm here to represent my father, a very distinguished, very humble, intelligent architect, Bolan Owodunioki. Please, can we give a round of applause? I just want to say this, he's not in town. He's very busy with some very important family assignments, but he's here with us in spirit. Let me just read out his message, his goodwill message. Permit me to rest on the well-established protocol. distinguished guests, esteemed colleagues, fellow architect, captain of industry, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great pleasure and pride and deep cultural responsibility that I welcome you to this year's edition of Lagos Architect Forum. Today we gather under the theme Imaginative and Profound, Lagos Architect, the movie. And truly, what is Lagos? It is not living film, a city of motion, drama, ambition, resilience, chaos, beauty, memory, and reinvention. Every street tells a story. Every building carries a character. Every neighborhood plays a very different scene in unfold screenplay to our great city. As Frank Lloyd Wright once said, architecture is the mother of art. It is our principal instrument in establishing the harmony of environment. As architects, we are not merely designer of building, we are director of experience. We shape the backdrop against which life unfolds. We influence how people live, work, connect, dream, and remember. Architecture in Lagos has never been static like cinema. It is evolved with time from the historic Brazilian gutter to the modern skyline of the Atlantic. From the courtyard of traditional family compound to the glass tower rising across our neighbor metropolis, Lagos continues to rewrite its visual reality before the eyes of the world. But every great movie asks important questions. What story are we truly telling? Are we building a city that reflects our identity? Are we preserving culture while embracing innovation? Are we designing for people for sustainable, for legacy, not just for profit? As Zahat Adi reminds us, architecture is really about well-being. I think people want to feel good in a space. There is a conversation that makes this forum urgent and necessary. As both traditional leaders and architect, I stand as the intersection of heritage and progress. In Yoruba, we say, Ile Latin Kwesho Rode. Shakti, indeed, character begins at home. I understand that preserving the soul of our community must go hand in hand with preparing boldly for the future. Lagos must modernize, yes, but it must never lose its character, its humanity, or its cultural excellence. This forum is therefore more than an event. It is a gathering of storytellers, visionaries, and creators of the next chapter of Lagos. As Lorenzo Pioneer said, architecture is a dangerous profession. It is, if a writer makes a bad book, people don't read it. But if you make bad architecture, you impose ugliness on the place for 100 years. Over the course of the program, we will engage in honest conversation, challenge existing ideas, celebrate innovation, and explore new architectural organizers of the Lagos Architecture Forum for their dedication, creativity, and commitment to advancing architectural discourse in our society. To our young architects and students here today, your ideas are not the future, they are now. As Mayor Angelo put it, perspective. To our distinguished professionals and stakeholders, may this forum spark deeper collaboration and renew purpose in in how we build Lagos. Ladies and gentlemen, the lights are on, the cameras are rolling, and Lagos remains greatest stage of all. Welcome to Lagos Architecture, the movie. Thank you and God bless you and the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Can we celebrate our Royal Father of the Day once again? Thank you so much, sir. The lights are on and the camera is rolling in a very beautiful manner. So since morning, we have been using all forms of lines. And this is the moment that I bring on stage the one who understands script writing, the one who understands movies. I mean, who could have done it any better? This morning we have in our midst, let me start from the fact that in the year 1999, a wonderful blockbuster movie was released in Nigeria. Let me just quickly take a good recap here. How many of you watched the movie Shaworede? Anyone here? Oh my, amazing. That was the first time I saw our keynote speaker. Maybe I was 8 or 9 years old, I don't know. And the one part that struck me was the part where a talking drummer, I don't know, was drumming and he played a particular beat, and the other person who was in another village heard what was being played, and they played Ayoni Sure Te 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 Koa, and this man got the message. That was the era of no social media, no Instagram, no Facebook, no TikTok. But this part he starred in was that part where we have Arakpari Gongon and Arese Jabata. Ladies and gentlemen, before I bring on stage this morning our keynote speaker, it's very important that we know who he is and, of course, few of his words, numerous achievements. Join with me. Kunle Afolayan OON is a Nigerian actor, producer, and director renowned for revolutionizing Nollywood with high-quality production standards, including larger budget, shooting on 35mm film, releasing in cinemas, and crafting stories outside the conventional Nollywood narrative. His career in film began as an actor in the 1999 political drama Shaworede, and he made his directorial debut in 2006 with Irapada, a supernatural thriller that won the Africa Movie Academy Award for Best Film in an African language. Afolayan's subsequent directing credits include critically acclaimed films such as The Fake Rain, Phone Swap, October 1, The CEO, Citation, Swallow, Ijogbon, Anikulapo, and The Rise of the Spectre. His film, October 1, dominated the 2015 African Movie Awards with 16 major wins and became the second highest grossing Nigerian film upon its release. I think you want to celebrate that. A record Afolayan replicated with The CEO 2 years later. In 2021, Afolayan entered a groundbreaking 3-film slate deal with Netflix, producing Swallow, Anikulapo, and Ijogbon. Anikulapo quickly soared to global recognition, becoming the #1 most watched non-English film on Netflix within 11 days of its release. Afolayan has also established himself as a key licensor of African content to Netflix, broadening Nollywood's global reach. Through his production companies, Cap Motion Pictures and Golden Effect Pictures, Afolayan has been instrumental in shaping the Nigerian film industry. His ventures include Cap Academy, Cap Cinema, and the Cap Film Village and Resort, a cutting-edge production facility that is projected to become the largest of its kind in the Sahara and West Africa. Both Anikulapo, and Ijobon were filmed at the CAP Film Village. The CAP Hub in Lagos further serves as a one-stop creative center for filmmakers, providing production services, training, and exhibition facilities. Afolion's commitment to talent development is evident through CAP Academy, which has trained over 35,000 students in filmmaking, fostering a thriving community of alumni who are breaking new ground in the industry. Finally, his influence extends beyond film production, and he is also a member of the prestigious Oscars Academy and the International Emmy Awards. In addition to his filmmaking achievements, Afolayan has served on numerous jury panels at international film festivals, including as president of the jury at FESPACO in 2023. He also sits on advisory boards of directors in both government and private sectors, contributing to expertise to shaping policies that influence Nigeria's creative industry on the global stage. Please, with a standing ovation if you can, help me welcome to the stage the award-winning filmmaker, director, and storyteller extraordinaire, Kunle Afolayan, OON.
Can we sit down, please? Thank you. Carol. Yeah. All right. First, I'd like to say thank you to the organizers of this very forum and summit event. Thank you for bringing me on board, and I want to say a big thank you to my boy here, Mr. Theo Lawson. I'm sure he recommended or proposed my name. Thank you. Can we have my presentation? Well, before going to the presentation, I just would like to establish one thing. I'm a filmmaker, but I'm very passionate about architectural designs. I'm very passionate about buildings. I'm very, over the years, we've done a couple of projects where, for some reason, I'm always finding myself in the forefront of ensuring that, both the structural designs and the interior designs and all of that have, my inputs. And I'm very proud to say I have successfully done that for a couple of years. Thank you. Sorry, can we dim the lights a bit? All right, so Lagos Architecture, the movie. Next slide. Okay. So film is not just what you see. Film is where it happens. As a filmmaker, when we get a script or when an idea comes to you, the first thing you're thinking is, okay, where is it set? Whether it's an adaptation, whether it's a fiction, whether it's a documentary, regardless of the genre of the film, the first thing is, where is it set? You guys call it architecture. We call it location. So once you're reading a script, the first thing is, oh, so where are we? Where is the location? Where are we going to set what? Is it a period film? Is it set in Lagos? What period? What year? Because these are the facts that will determine what your production design will be like or will follow. I also would like to quickly, because before I really dive into this, there's somebody who has been part of, or who has been an integral part of filmmaking from that architectural perspective. He left us like 2 years ago, but without him, a lot of the great films you have seen in Nigeria today would not have been possible without his input. And that is no other person than Pat Nebo, who is no longer here with us today. Can we give him a round of applause? Mr. Pat Nebo is an award-winning, production designer and art director, and we work together on films like October 1, and the rest of it. For you to be a qualified production designer or art director, you must understand architecture. So he schooled in Italy, and part of the courses that he did, of course, included architectural designs. And whenever it is we have a script and we're discussing details, one of the first things he will talk, or one of the first things he will bring up is the design. Even if we're erecting facade, we have to be sure and be accurate with the kind of, the design of the facade we're even putting up. So Mr. Manebo was a great man, and of course the industry will miss him a lot. Next slide. So I want us to watch this. This is, please pause. So this is my father's film. It's titled Taxi Driver. This was shot in 1983. And the reason I included this clip is for us to see what you're seeing there is 1004 in that background. In 1983. And there are other clips. You will see Eco Hotel. You will see Maryland. So I added this. I added Yaniwara, which was shot in 1984. And you will see the Maryland Bridge, the under bridge, and you will see Fadei and all of that. And then a few of our own films that sort of showcase iconic locations and specific locations that inspired the film or the stories. It's just about 2-3 minutes. All right, let's. That is a hotel.
My check. We shot a film Swallow. Swallow in 2001, and we recreated Broad Street.
Never alone in Lagos.
And what inspired, I was really inspired by the kind of architectural designs that, look at Western House. I documented a lot of iconic buildings in Lagos with this film. Thanks to Mr. Lawson for also helping to facilitate some of this. This is another film titled Recall. This is a new film. I always try to use, because film help to preserve, to document, and all of that, and this is what we do. Look at National Theatre. I intentionally capture that. Now, this is Ife, Obafemi Awolowo University. We shot Citation there, and it was also because I've been going to Obafemi Awolowo University since I was very young, and every time I look at the architectural design, for some reason I felt nobody has ever documented or nobody has done anything to document those architecture. So I did that. This is Mokalik, a film that this location inspired the story. I went to fix a classic car that I was trying to restore, and I'll go there in the morning and then leave in the evening, and I'll see the sun rise and I'll see it set, and I just got inspired, and that was what gave birth to this film, the location. And it has Simi, the talented Simi, and all of that. Thank you. Next slide. All right, so every great story begins with a world. So as a filmmaker, we don't just tell story, create a world that the audience can believe in. Now, architecture controls the mood, the movement, the culture, and the authenticity. Like I said earlier, is it possible to control the noise there? Sorry. As I said earlier, and I'll use Figurine as an example. Figurine was shot in 2009, and the story says the first 7 years to be shot in Araromire, and the other 7 years to be shot in Lagos. And then the script says, because the locations were clearly described, it says Shola lives in a house by the lagoon. And then we got to Lagos and we were looking for a house by the lagoon because I didn't want to change the picture in my head. It was about the architecture, because we want to be able to film from within the building and see the outside and all of that. It's all architecture. But we got to Lagos and we approached a couple of people, and nobody will allow us to film in their house. And I know why. We filmmakers, we can make mess, so. And some places where we even chose to pay, they denied us access. Then a cousin of mine said to me, "Oh, look, come on." So he showed me his beach house, which is in Ilashe. And I saw it was smaller than what the original script says. It didn't even have the same kind of texture. But because the image showed to me was shot at night, it gave me a completely different kind of perspective. And immediately I realized that, this will actually make the film look better and will help the genre, because it's a thriller. Thriller shouldn't be too bright and all. So I went there, and eventually, fast forward, we shot the film there. But again, what inspired that that quick decision was easy to make because I'm into design, because I'm the architect of the entire film, and also because I have also mastered how I'm going to blend what with what. And at the end of the day, that is one of the films that were ever made in this country that has done us proud, globally. I think we should clap for Figurine. And the film also won the award in that category of art direction and production design. And really, art direction, production design is architecture and interior, decoration. So the award is for you guys. Congratulations. Now, this is, go back to that. Now, this building this structure is in Senegal. When we wanted to shoot the film Citation, We shot partly in Ife, but we also shot in Cape Verde, and we also shot in, go to the next slide, we also shot in Senegal, Gorée Island. So that very one was in Gorée Island. This is Obafemi Awolowo University, See how iconic that is, Now, this is in Cape Verde, and this was in Senegal. So these buildings, I'm very into, I have something towards, or rather I have a special interest in the Portuguese architectural design. And this was also because I was born in Ebutemeta, Old Yaba Road, number 54. And in the entire Old Yaba Road and Adekunle, up to Sabo, most of the buildings there were built by the Portuguese, and you will see that fruit. We call it apple, but it's not apple. I can't remember what it is. The pinky white one in almost all of the houses in that area. And then when I grew up and I went back there, they're already destroying and, killing all of the architecture in that. So when we wanted to do Swallow, I said, well, before all of these buildings are erased, I think it's important to document them for posterity, and all of that. But again, this is still, so for some of us, we don't make film because we just want to tell a story, or we just want to tell story using dialogue and talks and music. No, we want everything in the film to tell stories. We want, the minute you turn the camera to this side, the camera is telling a story. It's telling a story using the person in front of the camera. It's telling the story using what is, behind, what is in the foreground, or the background of the camera. So it's important to pay a lot of attention, to this. The next slide. So for Swallow, of course, I also saw this there. These are some of the iconic buildings we still have in Lagos that have been preserved and maintained, and all of that. So if you watch Swallow, you will see we shot a lot around here. But you know how difficult it is to set a film in 1985 now. It means you need to be extremely careful. You have to avoid certain things, but most importantly, you have to use technology a lot to erase. So the street lights, most of the street lights you see, okay, I think is in the next one. We had to erase it and then put a new one in post-production. When we were filming, no, go back to that one. Sorry, it's the previous one. Yeah. So when we were filming, we couldn't afford to shoot this way because at that time, all the masts and all these new vehicles and all of that. And also because it was, we chose Sunday because we could control the traffic in Broad Street. And we partnered with Lagos State Census Board. And we brought in all of the vehicles that you see in that film. We brought them in. There were almost 100 vintage vehicles of the period because we didn't want to go wrong, Next. So this is Mocha Lake that I mentioned earlier. So this is a film that it was because I spent 3 days at that location and I felt, look, this is interesting. Another interesting thing about the location is every 2 minutes, there is air traffic. So you see Arik, you see all of the planes going to land or taking off. For a filmmaker, you're supposed to run because the sound is negative to your shoot. It kills your sound completely. But I said to myself, oh, this is a big challenge. I don't want to lose this location. I still want to tell this story. So what do? And then I walked around ensuring that I included the aircraft in the story. And the characters will mention, there's a character who knows all the aircrafts that flies and the time that they fly. So these were organic things that we created because I wanted to do something in that location, because of the looks and feel of the location. Next. So without architecture, the industry cannot scale. Let's talk about production spaces. In Lagos, I think we have a few in Lagos. And sorry, I would have loved to reference and mention a lot of other people's works, but one, if I don't know much about, I don't want to talk about things I don't know about. And also for intellectual property and all of that, I'm just trying to be safe. So there are production spaces. We have one. It's called Cap Hub. Cap Hub is in Ikeja, and it's like a cultural center. In 2019, during COVID, we just finished shooting Citation, and then COVID set in. And I met with my Egbo, and I said, look, we have a property. We want to do something. And he said, okay, give me your thoughts. And I said, I would like to have a one-off space where people of like mind comes in. Okay, what do we need? I wanted a cinema. I wanted a beer parlor. I won't call it a bar. Beer parlor, school, I have a clothing line called Ire Clothings, like that. And then Egbonthio and I sat down, and then he came up with a drawing. Today, we have a restaurant called Laf 17.0, and it's one of the most patronized restaurants on the mainland. If you haven't been there, then you are sitting on a long thing. Laf 17.0, people come from the airport with their stroller. It's off Allen Avenue. It's on Ogundano, number 41. It's called Laf 17.0 Restaurant and Bar. So we build that ecosystem so that people can come. I remember when we were designing, the brilliant and genius Mr. Lawson said, okay, let's, blend containers, with the block structure and all of that. And at the end of the day, a lot of people will come there and try to imitate, our designs because they stood out and very accurate. Can we give Mr. Lawson a round of applause, please? Thank you. Performance spaces. We have TerraCulture. TerraCulture is, if not like the biggest producers of stage play, right now, if I'm not wrong. And I remember when Terra had just a small hall behind the restaurant. The likes of Shegun Adefila, I even remember that was where IREP Film Festival started. It was just a small, backyard kind of hall. But later, it was expanded. It was rebuilt to a really bigger hall. And look at the kind of productions that they do there now. They make film. We had the premiere of Mocha Lake. We had it there at TerraCulture. So that's kind of spaces that we have to be intentional. It's not just about let's mold block and then put iron and all of that. No, you have to be specific. You have to be Mr. Lawson will say, when I say you are the architect, he will say no. You're also the architect, because without your brief and without the details, he cannot do his work. So there is need for us to have more collaboration in that space. We have exhibition hall, the cinemas and all of that. We have a 120-seater cinema in Cap Hub, in Ikeja. And if you come to our space, it looks completely different from the multi screens that you have around. In our cinema, you can eat amala. What about that? In our cinemas, you can drink beer, you can eat snail and asun and all of that. Because we wanted it to be organic. And because of that, we refused to put a rug on the floor. So it was concrete. so that it's easy for us to clean, it's easy for us to, so yeah. Then we have, experience spaces like what Daria and Deola have. You know, they have one along Ekpe where you can, they do a lot of, they do a lot of concert, but they also do a lot of experimental shows, you know, where people climb rope and all of that, and you see lights everywhere. Now, media infrastructure, sound stages. We have a mini sound stage in Cap Hub. And when we were doing Niger Christmas, we built some of the sets in the sound stage. There are a lot of people who do podcasts now. They come and they rent the space because we just wanted to have a one-stop shop. You know, you finish your shoot, you can eat, or even if you want to learn film, we have Cap Film and Television Academy, I'm glad to introduce the director, Mr. Shoyinka, who is here present. That's the director of the Cap Film and Television Academy. Next. Yeah, of course, we are one of the, the biggest employers of labor. Whenever it is we have a production, for example, I'll use Cap Village. Whenever we're filming an epic film like Anikolapo, we have minimum of like 800 people. And we'll film for like 2 months. And we'll be killing at least 2 cows every week. So you have caterers that are like 15 to 20 in numbers. You have set guys, they are all like 15 to 20 because they move things around, they design things on the go, the carpenters, the welders, the sculptors, even architects, people who draw what we're gonna build. So it's a big deal. But the first thing is, which is where you guys come in, is there must be like a drawing or a sketch that we would then, lounge on and then run with. So there can be, you can't make a good film without having like an architect or someone who stands in as, an architect, in creative form, right? So we need to like partner more. Next. Next. Okay. So Lagos is a creative powerhouse, but we lack, purpose-built studio. I'm just one out of several millionaires in this country. And I want to say to you that all that we have done in Cap Group was purely out of passion and the zeal and the fact that we believe in this country. I say this all the time. I cannot live anywhere else in the world. And thank you, Ma. This is not because, of course, we have bad government. We have a lot of, very negative but then to me, film is not just a means to an end. Film does not just put food on my table. Film feeds my soul. All of these things, I sleep and wake up happy. Even though I have to generate electricity myself. Even though I had to ask Mr. Lawson, in Cap Village, we dug about 16 boreholes and we didn't get water. We were always struggling. Even for construction works, we buy water. And look at the amount of, in the last 5 years, we have done, at the moment, we have almost 100 rooms accommodation of different types. And this is self-funded. No grant, no money from anywhere. And that money is from film and other things. And it's from this country. I'm just saying this to encourage, I just want to encourage a lot of young people here. Stop saying, let Nigeria not happen to you. Nigeria happened to me. And I'm here. So if you use your mouth to chase your fortune away, then it's on you. So Lagos is a creative and powerhouse, but we lack, purpose-built studios, flexible performance spaces, integrated creative hub, immersive world-class cinemas. We have a J. Randall Center, which is an impressive, museum. And a lot of people, the gentleman who currently runs the place, Kuduz Onikeku, is one of us, is our brother. And I think he's doing very well. Because now they curate a lot of different kind of programs there. And they have managed to maintain the original architecture. And every time I'm there, I feel like, okay, this is Lagos. And we should do more of that. Let's maintain a lot of original architecture. Next. Yeah, so this is Cap Hub. When we first got there, this was after the first renovation. And on this side, there was nothing. Right? And now, on that side, this is what we have. We have like 4 different open spaces, where you can eat and all of that. And we have a dining, and we're always doing live band, we're always doing poetry, we're all doing different kind of things. Next. And this is Cap Village. So look at the architectural design, of Cap Village. Well, this is my personal home in Cap Village, but these are some of the units. And, well, it's not me, it's Mr. Lawson. We design it in a way that we have large windows, we have open spaces. That's why we don't use a fire alarm, because everywhere is open. Even within the courtyard or the corridor, we still have like open roof where rain comes in. So it's very organic. It's like really well planned. And apart from these units, we have some standalone units that are in the wood somewhere there. And when it's raining, right now it's green, lush. When it's raining, all you hear the rain trickle, and then you have birds and all of that. So if you are tired of Lagos, come there. We'll take care of you. Now these are the sets. These are some of the pictures from when we're filming. So we have the accommodation side where you will see, some of the modern. What's it called? Modern things that are very necessary. But the set side is preserved. It's all like muddy floor, it's all thatch roof, you can't see wires or cable or anything there. Next. So, so this is the studio in Cap Hub in Lagos. This is our cinema. It seats 120, and whenever we do school graduation, we have it in there. This is also our sound stage. This is our editing room, and this is Afefe, the rooftop, and this leads to the cinema. You can see it's not like the conventional cinema. Next. So the future, Lagos as a film capital. So direction, Lagos as a film hub, global, cultural export needs intentional designs, creative architect collaboration. We're already building towards spaces like the Museum of African Cinema, where our story lives, evolves, and travels. We must design together, not in, silos. Next. This is one of the most iconic figure or bridge or structure in Lagos. And every time I see it, the way it's being used, every time I'm watching a movie and I see the bridge, I want to fast forward. because it's been bastardized. I mean, like, people don't have anything to cut away to. So when somebody leaves the office and is going home, is the bridge. When you come out of your house and you cut away, is the bridge. Before drones were invented, people were making amazing films. And there are ways to film, structures like this. And you shoot from a perspective where even if another 20 people try to film the same object, it would never look the same. So, but that's up to us. We, the filmmakers, are the ones to really do better in that area. Next. Yeah, that's Lagos. Next. Now, for us at Cab Group, this is next. At the moment in Cab Village, we have one iconic signage that reads Cab Village. Each letter is 25 feet tall. And it was built by Dotun Pokbola. I want to believe we all know Dotun Pokbola. Can we clap for Dotun, please? And we build using scraps from film equipment we're not using anymore, vehicles, and all of that. I went to source these things from different places. I got some from the veteran today, Kelani. I got from Jungle Film Works. And then we have some buses that we've been trying to fix the gear and all of that, 5, 6 of them, trucks. We butchered all of them. And that was what we made. Unfortunately, it's not in this slide. But now, in the entire African continent, there is no museum that preserves or captures or tells the story of the African filmmakers. And I'm putting it upon myself to create the first one. Thank you. And it's going to be called Cab Museum of African Cinema. Unfortunately or fortunately, we cannot build it in Lagos because we don't have the space. So we're going to build it within Cab Village. In Cab Village, we have 60 acres of land. And we're still building. And, if you haven't been there, if you've been there, can I see your hand? Apart from Mr. Lawson. People go there every weekend to, we have pool, people go hiking, we have 20-something horses, we have ostrich, we have camel, we have everything. Enjoy it. It's one life, please. So, anyway, we're using this medium to invite, if anyone is interested in being part of this, of course, this is not the final design. I generated this design myself through that popular medium. I won't say the medium, but the original museum is not going to be too far from what you see here. And because we want it to seamlessly sync with what we already have in Cab Village in terms of designs, and all of that. Next. All right, so if film is the story, architecture is the stage. Are we ready to design the future of storytelling together? Thank you.
I know that clap is not for me, so thank you. On behalf of our keynote speaker, thank you. Please have your seat. Just as a quick response, I have always been visiting the CAP hub, the one in Ikeja. And there's so many interesting facts. Well, not the beer parlor, no, the beer parlor too. Because the beer parlor is just before the cinema. So there's no way you go to the cinema without getting to the beer parlor. And as architects, we are very, very conservative. We jaye, but in a very, very conservative manner. Am I right? Now, Mr. Folayan has a special seat. I think it's made from a bathtub. And I always ask myself, one day I will sit in that corner. Because when you enter that space, you will know that that corner is not just for everybody, but it is very different. And because of that, we've decided that all our members available on Saturday will be visiting the cab hub in Ikeja. Of course, being led by the designer, it's majorly a containerized construction. It will shock you how levels has been used. And then when we are done, we'll watch a movie together before we disperse on Saturday. So our keynote speaker, sir, we are coming to Jaye on Saturday. We'll be here. But before you leave, we would like to just, because we know that your time is very precious, and we'll appreciate if you wait with the deputy governor to cut the tape before you run. Okay. But at the same time, we'd like to invite our president, the president of the Nigerian of Architects, and also the representative of the deputy governor. All past presidents are present, please, to join the president to present this award. Because I cannot present this on my own. I do not feel that's befitting of a man that has been so selfless to this institute. And I would like us to give him the highest honor. I think it will be important to third vice, AGS, Mr. Lawson. No, your friend is calling you. It's also, yes, let's move to the center. I would like to also invite the past to represent the state chapter's presence, all past chairmen, architect is our mothers in the house too, architect Obikuboejo and architect Dada Marcus, please. Alamutu, sorry. Architect Dada Alamutu, who is she was our celebrity architect last year. Please join to honor our keynote speaker. Secretary, please. Mr. President.
So on behalf of the Lagos chapter of the Nigerian Institute of Architects, it is my singular honor and privilege to award this to you in recognition and appreciation of your contributions as a keynote speaker to this Lagos Architects Forum 2026 presented to you May 2026. Congratulations.
Okay, sir. Any response from you, sir?
Well, I just want to say a very big thank you to the Nigeria Institute of Architecture or Architects. And I want to also use this again to encourage all the young people in there. Don't wait, just keep building, just believe in it. Through Mr. Lawson, I've met a lot of other young people who are young architects, and they have, this fire burning in them, and they want to do a lot of, so don't wait. If nobody is calling you to come and draw and all of that, you go out to people whom you think are doing things that inspire you, and you never can tell. The world is so like closed now. I do a lot, I mean, online. I've discovered a lot of young people that I've worked with without any reference. 2 weeks ago, there was one painter guy that I saw his work, and I reached out to him myself. He didn't believe it was me, and now he's going to be doing a lot of wall painting in Cap Village, just a week after we met. So do your work, put it out there, design, don't try to be different. And I think that is what has worked for me. If everybody is going this side, me, I go this side. And that's it. I don't like to do, and Mr. Lawson and I will fight. Because they will say, no, they don't do it like that. I'll say, that's how I want to do it. But at the end of the day, when that thing gets out, people will be like, oh, this is different. Okay. And people want to emulate, different stuff. So thank you very much. Thank you very much.
MC.
Thank you.
Can we please celebrate our very own Kunle Afolayan with a bigger round of applause, please? That was a good one.
Thank you so much. I love the fact that he just shot a very, very wonderful movie. I love the fact that everyone was fixated on his presentation and every of his lines, scripts were pretty much on point. It's so good to have our very own Kunle Afolayan in person. Maybe many of us are seeing him for the first time, and we can really tell that no, he's authentic, he's original, and the fact that we watched him while growing up and he still remains pretty much relevant here today is something, and we really want to say a very big thank you to you once again. At this junction, I believe that we can continue with the rest of our program. I would also like to announce that we have a space for many of us that would like to get 1 or 2 refreshments at a discounted price. We can always move out through the entrance there. There is a space for us to get 1 or 2 things at discounted prices. If you're still enjoying all that has happened so far at Laf 17.0, can you please jam your hands together for yourselves, please? At this junction, we would like to invite to this stage Proma Paint for their product exhibition. I believe that they are ready. Proma Paint, please, if you can hear me, the stage is yours now. Thank you very much. You're welcome. And for the records, Mr. Kunle Afolayan, I heard you saying that you love young people. And I looked at myself. I'm also young, even though I'm small but mighty. You're welcome once again.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Fumi Abioye, and I will be standing on existing protocol. I work with Proma Paint, and I want to take briefly just some minutes of your time to introduce to you Proma Paint. I'm sure a lot of us are familiar with the paint. You're not just hearing it for the first time. We've been interacting with architects, especially Lagos Architects Forum. We were last year together, and this year we are here once again. We love you, architects. We'll always be a part of you. You will always be a part of us. Okay, Proma Paint. Proma Paint is one of the brands of PCMN. And the full meaning of PCMN is Paint and Coating Manufacturers Nigeria Limited. Let's pick it up. Okay, can someone help me with the slide up here? All right. Okay, Proma Paint tells a story, and the story we're telling this time around is that every color shapes a vision. Every color shapes a vision. Whether okay, let me take a break this space and give the aura. Are we good? Okay. This is who we are. Proma Paint is strictly manufactured in Nigeria by Paint and Coatings Manufacturer Nigeria Limited. The company started in 2012 to suit the Nigerian market. Our contents are completely locally produced, fully established for the Nigerian market. Proma Paint provides a comprehensive range of paint across the Nigerian marketplace, from superior to premium to mid-premium to value or standard. Whatever product offerings you will be needing, at Proma Paint we have a brand, a paint for every clientele. We also have an exceptionally wide range of color schemes. Over 120,000 color is what we can produce. So you see any color that you like, just take a picture, we can get that color for you. Proma Paint is the right solution for all our Nigerian paint needs. Yes, let's move on. Okay, our legacy. Proma Paint is ISO 901 certified, ISO 14001 certified, ISO 45001 certified. We commenced business in Nigeria in 2001 under the flagship, and we are the sole licensee of International Paint, Axo Nobel Paint. International Paint caters to the industrial paint, while our Proma brand speaks to the decorative arm. In accordance with the Nigerian Content Development Act, we have contributed majorly to projects within construction and oil and gas. And notably, the company has achieved remarkable milestone. Proma Paint is celebrating, or PCMN is celebrating 25 years anniversary this year, and specifically in this month of May. And so we are excited to bring all this forward and showcase it to the architect. PCMN is also a recipient of several notable awards in the industry. Let's go, let's meet our product. Our product range, what do we sell? Yes? Move on. Okay, we have double velvet. This is the first product I'll be introducing to you. And for reasons that are obvious, double velvet has a low odor. It's an interior velvet sheen wall coating that is highly washable. This product is one that we highly recommend for hospitals. And the reason being that it can be antibacterial, antifungal, and anti-mold all at the same time. And it's suitable for interior purposes. If you have a surgical room, I know that most surgical rooms are tiled, but you want to paint the ceiling, you want eco-friendly paint, you want to paint specific places that are, you want low VOC. Take, for example, you want to paint your hotel room. It has zero odors. When hotels are repainting, they don't have the luxury of ventilating the area that they are painting. So it has low VOC. It's a place that you can paint instantly, and someone with asthma can go in without any trigger. Is that safe? And so some of the benefits, it has a silver protect for protection against the growth of harmful bacteria, mold, mildew, and fungus. And that's why I say, for schools, for hotels, for hospitals, this is the right product for you. It has a quick drying ability. It breathes easily without zero odor, without any odor at all. We can see the appearance is that of a velvet sheen. It's not so bright, it's not so glossy, but it also has a cleanable finish. It's purely a water-based product. It can be applied whether with roller or with brush. The theoretical spread rate is also there, 12.7 meters square per liter. So it tells you that it's of good quality. Let's move on. The next product here is cashmere. It's also a premium quality, low odor, and can be used suitable for internally. It is also washable. When I say washable, I mean cleanable. You have stains on it. You can put clothes in water and wipe it off. It's also antibacterial, anti-mold, and anti-mildew. So the difference between this is purely this has a matte finish compared to double velvet. Double velvet has a bit of sheen in it. This is purely matte. It has a plush matte finish. Thank you. And this is wall and all. Some of you have interacted with Wall and All. Wall and All is the mother of it all. Wall and All is the one that was used externally for at this place, National Theatre Igom, in 2022. We painted this place with Wall and All. Wall and All is suitable. Wall and All. Wall and All is suitable for internal use and external use. It's of good. It has a matte finish. Let me just speak without this. It has a matte finish, and the spread rate is also good. It can be used both internally and externally. It has a spread rate of 30 meters square per liter. This can give you, it has a the product warranty on this is up to 10 to 12 years. We've had projects in Lagos that we've applied this in the last 10 years, and it has a self-cleaning properties. So even if the property is on a place that is not tarred, the moment the rain comes on, it has a self-cleaning ability. So the moment the rain comes, it becomes new again. People who have interacted with Wall and All can attest to this. Velva Glow. Velva Glow is a solvent-based paint. It's suitable for metals. It can be used to coat your completely lead-free. It can be used to coat any metal surfaces. It can even be applied on tiles. You want to coat your tiles. You have a tile that maybe the surface is already, you have a lot of abrasion and you want to paint on it. You can use this on it. It is heat resistance, steam resistance, stain resistance, no drip application. These are some of our products that are highly functional, and of course they are premium. Yes, let's move on. Okay, so you want a bit of textured, but you don't want the roughness in it. I introduced to you Micatex. Micatex is a textured finish, but unless you come close to it, you won't see the roughness in it. From afar, it appears matte. You have a wall that has map cracks on it. It is also good for hiding map cracks. It can stretch. It has a UV resistance. It's a water-based coating. It has waterproof properties too. It prevents dampness on interior walls that can be due to rain. It is also used for hiding airline cracks on wall. The appearance is a matte finish, and it spreads with just 6 meters square per liter. All right, thank you. Let's move on. Then we have our Proma range. This is Proma Krill. Proma Krill has more gloss. You want cleanable children room where you can wipe off. Proma Krill is the right one for you. It spreads about 40 meters square per liter. So that gives you coverage, a lot of coverage in a single coat. This is Proma Krill. If a child writes on Proma Krill, you can actually put clothes in water and wipe it off because of the sheen level in it. The next one will be Proma Shield. Proma Shield, as the name implies, can be used internally and externally. It is a weather shield product that is suitable for external use. And whatever is suitable for external use, you agree with me that is suitable for internal use as well. It has a good hiding power, excellent color retention. The color doesn't fade. You have properties in coastal region and you want to protect them. Proma Shield is the right one for you. Proma Shield, the next one. Proma Shield is in between Proma Shield and Proma Krill. It doesn't have the glossiness of Proma Krill. It's not as shining as Proma Krill. You don't want to come to your house and then you start seeing reflection. You want a bit of sheen, but you want to keep it warm and cool. That's Proma Sheen for you. It is also cleanable. You can use it in children's room, but some people, they want the entire gloss. You want the entire gloss, you go for Proma Krill. You want a bit of sheen, you go for Proma Sheen. The spread rate is also 40 meters square per liter. Promatex is a variant of Micatex I explained earlier. It's a weather sheet product suitable for external use. Thank you. Then we'll go to the mid-premium range. For all these products that I've explained, we have the premium, we have the mid-premium, we have the standard. The premium plus is the Plascon range, the likes of double velvet, Wall and All, cashmere. And you will agree with me when we categorize them as premium plus. Of course, they are a bit pricey, but they, at the end of the day, you get value for your money. They spread more, they have better quality, and I will put it to us that of all this is basically our standard range. You're a developer. You don't want to go premium. You just want to apply the product. Maybe you are selling and someone else will come in. Then you can also go for a budget-friendly standard range. I don't want to take too much of our time. In rounding up, I want to say to us, are you an architect here? And you are looking for a side hustle. You just don't want to stay glued to drawings or design. You are looking for another business that you can partner with that is slightly in line with what you're currently doing. We are looking for distributorship, people that will partner with our brand, Pan Nigeria. And so if you feel you are also in the business of investing, please, our brand is over there. The first brand you will see the moment you come up here, you can come up to us and talk with us. Our distributorship fee is very small compared to our competitors in the market. We offer the best discounts in the market. You can compare. We know who our competitors are, and we also offer the best rebate in the market. So whenever you have the time, please feel free. We'll be waiting for you at our stand to interact with you, whether it is about color scheming, whether it's about your project, or even about distributorship. You can even partner with a friend or perhaps an enemy and own a distributorship together. So thank you all for listening.
Thank you very much, Promo Paints. That was a very good one. Thank you so much for that product speech. We'll be bringing on the Deputy Governor of Lagos State. But before then, we'll have one more product presentation. I just want to ready our mind for our time. We'll be bringing on Nest and Neil at this junction for the next product presentation. I would like you to please afford them all the time, and of course all the audience, as they'll be making their way up here for their product presentation. Can we please make welcome Nest and Neil for their product presentation with a round of applause, please. Thank you very much. Nest and Neil, if you're ready, we're also ready for you. Thank you. Let's have you, sir.
If you don't want to be stagnant on the stage there, if you don't want to be moving back and forth, you're okay. Yeah.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. Okay, my name is Dennis Philip. So please permit me to stand on the existing protocol to do a presentation here in this event. But before I proceed, I want to thank the organizer of this event for giving us this avenue for us to showcase our product. Thank you so much, thank you so much, thank you so much. So Nest and Nels Nigeria Limited is a fully incorporated real estate company here in Nigeria with a visionary leadership of Dr. Oladipo Akinkunmi. Now, with our recent development and impact that we have created, as at last year, Nest and Nels Nigeria Limited was awarded as the fastest growing real estate company in Nigeria by African Housing Show. That is to say that we have an international recognition as the fastest growing real estate company in Nigeria. And also for global impact, we are the channel partner to Dubai largest real estate company, that is Damat Property. So that means as you are staying here, we can connect you to buy good and verifiable properties in UAE without having any issue. We are the rightful channel partner with Damat Property Limited. So for the sake of this event that we are having here, we will showcase all our properties that we are having in Abuja. We have a lot of locations in Abuja. And I know one might ask this particular question, I am here in Lagos, why am I investing in Abuja? But I want to bring to your notice that sometimes it's not all about having the residential houses. Real estate nowadays has the most important level of investment. For instance, there's a product that we launched on 1st of November last year. The early bait of that particular product key in at the rate of 17 million. As I'm talking to you now, the same product is currently at about 60 million. So you can imagine the return of investment that people that subscribe to the property as at November last year, you can imagine the return of investment that they are having. So we have the following locations which you may want to invest. We have Avina Garden Estate, Warimpa Extension, Karasana, Abuja. We have Avina Luxury Villas, Katampe Extension. We have Avina Pearl Estate, Iju. We have Nest Residence, Kabusa Shereti. We have Yawa Garden City. the top-notch location that we are having at this particular moment. For this particular event, the management of the company decided that we should do a promo for anybody that will be interested in subscribing to the properties that we are having. So we are having a promo of buy 2 plots and get 1 free. Buy 2 plots and get 1 free. But I also want to let you know that there are terms and conditions for the buy 2 and get 1 free. So please, I would like to plead with all of us to visit us at our stand 51, to get more information on all the products that we are having. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Neil, for that product's presentation. We really enjoyed that. This junction, we would like to quickly bring on stage for the opening speech the Deputy Governor of Lagos State, Dr. Obafemi Hamzat, ably represented by our celebrity architect Bolanle Monica Olukari, FNIA. Now please celebrate with a standing ovation this afternoon our very own celebrity architect Bolanle Monica, representing
for what you've done. And that's the wrap from me. I've always wanted to say that in public. Mr. Deputy Governor wanted to be here. Up until 8 o'clock yesterday, he thought he was going to be here. That was when I got the information to be here to represent him. So he sends his regards, and he didn't want to miss this event. So I will now be reading the opening speech on behalf of the Deputy Governor, Lagos State. Opening speech delivered by the special guest of honor, Dr. Kadri Obafemi Hamzat, Deputy Governor of Lagos State, at the Lagos Architects Forum 2026, on everyone else here whom I have not mentioned. It is indeed a great pleasure to have you all here for the Lagos Architects Forum 2026, Laf 17.0. I must commend the conveners of the forum, the Nigerian Institute of Architects, Lagos State Chapter, for their efforts to promote professionalism and the best practices in Lagos State, and the efforts to institutionalize sustainable development culture in the country. This year's theme, Lagos Architecture, the movie, couldn't have been more appropriate, coming at a time when the government is making efforts to position the entertainment and tourism sector and define Lagos as a thriving cultural capital. On behalf of the Lagos State government, I welcome architects, participants from the various professions in the built industry, and other invited stakeholders here present to this event. The Lagos State chapter of the Institute has shown leadership and a spirit of excellence, which has seen architects engage in several nation-building activities across the country, particularly in Lagos State. Your contributions to various developmental dialogue, employment of youth, reforms, and sustainable development have continued to positively impact the citizens of the state. And on behalf of the people of Lagos, we thank you. As a government, our administration has consistently dedicated time, resources, and energy to light the path of providing opportunities for architects in the public sector. However, much remains to be done. We should therefore use this opportunity of the forum to consult amongst ourselves as we take steps to remove all bottlenecks that may impede a shared prosperity of the built environment in Nigeria. Your suggestions and collaborative efforts as stakeholders are also needed to be able to get there. Concerning the future of our dear state, much remains to be done. There is a need to review and evaluate the gains we have made so far, assess the bottlenecks we've encountered, and recommend the necessary steps towards the greater Lagos vision. As you commence this forum, I implore you all to participate actively in the discussions, as this will not just ensure improved collaboration, but will also increase productivity and perhaps devise new ways to improve the living conditions of the people through best policies and programs. As a front runner in the built industry, your institute should be in tune with the dynamics of technology in order to bring about institutional change and provide solutions to societal problems. I wish you all a fruitful forum. Igbega Ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, Àjùmọ̀ṣe ni. Thank you so much.
Thank you very, very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to cut open the exhibition now so as to not keep our special guests waiting. So, Mr. President, in our usual tradition, you will lead the delegation, which includes the Deputy Governor and us all in your cabinet, including our keynote speakers, to cut open the exhibition for this year's Lagos Architects Forum. But just before we do that, I would like to thank the Deputy Governor and Secretary. We have a small gift for the Deputy Governor on behalf of the chapter. It was really, well, we understand that official duty called, but I mean, it was humbling to know that, you know, we wrote him a letter, and just by doing that, no phone calls, no chasing, he was willing to come and, you know, be with us, and I do deeply appreciate such humility. That is the way it should be, actually. Eventually, he sent in his apologies, and I think he has sent somebody who has stood well and represented him. So I would like to invite the representative of the Deputy Governor, alongside Mr. President, to quickly receive this award on behalf of the Deputy Governor from the Lagos State Chapter of the NIA.
My check.
Your Excellency, you called the rap early enough. I believe that wasn't the rap after all, because you still have an action to perform. Yes. So on behalf of the Lagos State Chapter of the Nigerian Institute of Architects, it is my honor and privilege to hand you over this award in recognition and appreciation of your support as special guest of honor to the Lagos Architects Forum 2026. Congratulations.
So we just move to cut the forum open, and we'll do a quick tour of the booths. So tie your shoelaces, because we have about 52 booths to quickly walk through. After that, we have another special speaker in the President of Architect Jackie Aki. I hope I pronounced that right. Jackie Aki, she's an interior specialist and works with JC Architects. So I will look forward to hearing that immediately after we have gone around and cut the tape.
All right, thank you. So we want to invite all our dignitaries to a short tour to the exhibition stand this morning. Let's remember that we are going and we're also coming back after the exhibition. Thank you very much.
Please watch your step. Your Excellency, this is the Lagos Architects Forum, a forum that holds every year. It's been happening for 17 years now, and it's our pleasure to have you cut open and launch the exhibition. It's going to be happening for 3 days, so please be encouraged to stop by. We are here until Friday evening, and as you can see, we have carefully chosen these exhibitors, also bearing in mind that they bear Nigerian content. They have Lagosians working with them, and they use as much as local products to manufacture them. It's going to be an interesting ride, and it's a pleasure for you to cut open the tape alongside our dignitaries that are with you.
Thank you very much. Okay, so on behalf of Mr. Deputy Governor, Dr. Kadri Obafemi Hamzat, I hereby cut the tape and declare